In today's video, we'll teach you how to create a responsive site navigation bar using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. My goal with this channel is to publish videos on different topics every week. This will help you to become a full stack developer. It's important to keep watching the step-by-step tutorial until the end. Here on the screen, you can see the animated side navigation bar with icon menus which supports Submenu 2. Below, we have a sidebar footer that displays profile picture, username, and role of the user. And then next to this, we have a option to hide and show the sidebar with animation. This sidebar will automatically adjust its size based on resolution and support responsive design for all the screen size. And then we have the option to switch the theme from light mode to dark mode and dark mode to light mode. In addition to this, we have a notification icon that displays a list of static notification. At the moment, we have not linked to the backend. We will implement it in the upcoming videos. Before beginning this video, I would like to introduce myself as Sharachandar K. Most of you are watching my videos without subscribing. So please subscribe to our channel and like this video to encourage me. Let's build our own. Here on my desktop, I have already created a project folder name called Responsive Site Navigation Bar. Let me open this into a Visual Studio Code. So for that, I will drag this directly into a Visual Studio Code. Visual Studio Code will automatically loads all the files inside it. Inside the directory, I have already created a three project files name called index.html, style.css and script.js. With the help of these three files, we are going to create the responsive site navigation bar. In the index.html, we'll start adding the HTML boilerplate. So for that, we have a embed abbreviation to type exclamation mark and hit enter. It will automatically create a HTML boilerplate inside the index.html. And then we'll change the title to responsive site navigation bar by Sharachandar K. And then we'll link other two files into the index.html. First, we'll link the style.css. For that, we have another embed abbreviation to link the style.css with the help of link colon CSS. If we hit enter, it will automatically create a link tag with the relation of style sheet and then href of style.css. And now we'll link the script.js. For that, we have another embed abbreviation with script colon src. If we hit enter, it will automatically create a script tag with the attribute of source and then value of null. So here we need to manually type our script file name. For us, script.js, and then we'll add the differ keyword here. Differ is a boolean keyword. This will help us to load the script file once the page has paused the loading. And then we'll link other link file to show the icons. So for that, we'll use the CDN of FontAwesome. In the link tag, relation of style sheet, and then href of the CDN link contains the FontAwesome CSS. This will help us to get the icon with the font awesome. Here inside the body element, we are going to add the navigation. So for that, we are going to add the navbar with the embed abbreviation with the class of navbar. If we hit enter, it will create a navbar with the attribute of class and then value of navbar. And inside that, we are going to add the logo. So for that, we are going to add the div with another embed abbreviation with the class value of logo. If we hit enter, it will automatically create a div tag with the class attribute with the value of logo. And then inside that, we are going to add the icons. For the icons, we have already assigned the font awesome CDN here. With the help of this, we are going to add the icons. With the help of class font awesome, for now, we can say the circle of the icon and then we'll set the font size to large and then we'll set the logo with the product name. As of now, we can mention product name as your logo. Now let us see our HTML file in action. For that, in Visual Studio Code, we have a extension called live server. Once we install that live server, we'll get the go live option in the status bar. If we click this, it will automatically start our server and we'll get the display of output in a default browser. This is what we have created. Right now we are added as a circle. If we change to I, if I save it again, Now we can able to see the changes instantly here. That is how our live server will work. And then we'll add another div to set the navbar content with the help of embed abbreviation div with class value of nav content. If it enter, it will create a div tag. Inside that, we are going to add the I tag to show the class of font awesome icon. We'll set the moon icon here with font awesome large. If I save, now we can able to see this. We'll add one more class with I with the help of class font awesome fa bill, and then we'll set the icon size again to large. If I save, now we can able to see this. And we'll add the subclass to this for the first icon dot light and then second one as notification. And then in between this we are going to add the space with the help of and nbsp. If I save, now we can able to see the space between here. And then we'll add another div with class of notifications. Inside that we are going to add the another list with the li of three values. The first value contains item 1 test notification. We'll copy and we'll change the item value to 2 and 3. So save. Now we can able to see this. Now we'll style this navbar with the help of style.css. In the style.css, first we'll add the basic class. So with the help of asterisk, asterisk is an wildcard that means all element. With the help of this, we're going to reset the margin and padding to 0 with the font family of poppins, and then box sizing should be border box, and we'll add the import URL for the poppins. If I save, we can able to see the changes of the font style as well as the margin and padding set to 0. And then now we'll add the styles to the body. So before that, we are going to add the root element with the help of root. This is a global value to the entire style.css. With the help of this, we are going to add the theme switch. So for that, I will add the body color with the variable of body color, and I will set light blue color, and then I will set navbar color to white, and then we'll set the sidebar color to white again, and then we'll set the text color to black. With the help of this global values, we're going to add the styles to the body with the help of element selector. Here, the element selector, we directly adding to the element name called body. And then I will set the background color with the help of variable, and we can get all the list of variables what we have added in the root. So here I'm going to select with the body color. If I save, now you can able to see the color change here. And then I will add the color to with the same variable of text color. We added a styles to the body. Now we'll add the styles to the navbar with the help of class. So previously we have added a class to the element selector. Now we are going to add with the class selector with the help of dot with the class value. With the help of this, we can able to add the styles to the particular element. First, I will set the position to fixed because this navbar should fixed on top all the time. So with the top of 0, and then we'll set the width to 100 percentage, and then left to 0. Again the background color with the variable of navbar color, and then we'll set the padding 20 px to top and bottom, and then 30 px to right and left. We'll set the z index to 100. We'll set the box shadow 002 px with gray, and then we are going to set this into the center of the screen with the help of display flux, and then align items center, and then justify content space between. If I save, now we can able to see the background color and then logo, and all the values inside this is set to the center of the screen. Right, now we'll add the styles to the logo with the help of class selector with dot. I will set the font size to 22 px, and then font weight to 500, and then cursor pointer. If I save, now you can able to see this. And then now we'll style these notifications with the help of class selector with dot notifications, and I will set the position to absolute because this should be shown below to the bell icon, right? So for that I will set top to 75 px, and then we'll set right to 10 px, and then padding inner space should be 25 px, and with the background with navbar color, and then we'll set the border radius 5 px. If I save, now we can able to see this notification below the navbar, right? And then now we'll set this notifications li style. If we add like this will applicable styles to all the LIs. So first I will remove the dot with the list style none, and then margin bottom to 10 px. We'll set the border bottom 1 px solid, and then light gray color, and then padding inner space should be 10 px. We'll set the cursor pointer. If I save, now we can able to see the styles here. For now we will set to display none. Once we click this, then only we are going to show that notification, right? We'll do the changes with the help of JavaScript, and then now we'll set the cursor pointer to the neighbor content. With the help of neighbor content, I will set the I for all element inside this. We'll set cursor pointer. If I save, now we can able to see the cursor pointer to all the element inside the neighbor content. Now we'll style the sidebar. So for that, again I will jump to the index.html. Below the neighbor, we are going to add one more nav with sidebar. So I will add with the embed abbreviation with nav with sidebar. If we hit enter, it will create a neighbor with the class. And then inside that, we are going to add the div with the class of menu bar. And then we are going to add the UL tag with the class of menu items. Inside that, we are going to add the LI with the class of nav link asterisk of 5. If we hit enter, it will create a 5 li tag with the help of class. Inside that, we are going to add the text value as well as the icon. So for that, I will add the I class phantasm fa home. We'll set the span tag of the text. We'll mention it as home. And then inside the second li, we are going to add the icon says profile. I will mention this as fa user, and then with the help of span tag we can say the text value to profile. And then in the third li we are going to add the settings. Again I will copy this, so I will paste it below this li, and then we'll change the text, right? We'll change this profile to settings, and then we'll set the feature, and we'll mention it as logout feature, and then last one as logout. If I save, now you can able to see this. Now we'll change the icons. We'll set these things to logout as sign out, and then we'll set the feature to table view, and then we'll set the settings to COG. If I save, now we can able to see the icons here. So I will go here in the insert element. I will hide the navbar. We'll set display flags. Sorry, we'll set display none to see all the icons here. And then as I mentioned, we are going to add the menus with icon as well as the submenus, right? So for that I will add the submenus inside the home. So I will go here in the first li. I will change this class with nav link of with sub. Inside that we'll create a div and we'll mention it as nav link. We'll move this icon and text inside this. If I save, nothing will happen. The style will be same. And then after this div, we are going to add one more UL tag with menu items. Inside that, we are going to add the li of sublink asterisk of 3. If I hit enter, it will create a 3 li tag. Again, inside this, we are going to add the same values like icon and text. I will copy and paste these values here. Instead of user, I will change these things to bill, and then profile to notification, and then instead of user I will say envelope. Instead of profile we'll change these things to message. For this one, instead of user we'll set these things to bookmark. Instead of profile to bookmarks. Now if I save, now we can able to see the, I will set display none. Now we can able to see the menus and submenus too. And in the home we are going to set one more icon to mention this as a submenus, right? So for that, with the help of I element, with the help of class, I will set the icon of phantasm with angle right. If I save, now we can able to see the icons to here. Now we'll style this with the help of style.css, and then here we are going to add the styles with the help of class selector with dot sidebar. I will set the width of 250 px. We are going to set the position to fixed again. We'll set the top to 0 and then left to 0. Height of 100 percentage. We'll set the padding to top and bottom 80 px, and then right and left to 20 px. We'll set the overflow y to scroll. We'll set the background color with the variable of global value sidebar color, and we'll set the transition to little animation with the help of all 0.5 seconds. Yes, if I save, now we can able to see this styles here. Now we need to remove this side neighbor scroll, right? This should be transparent. This should not show whenever we are in the minimal screen, right? So for that, we'll hide this for the entire screen. We'll add the sidebar class with the help of WebKit. Scroll bar will set the display to none. If I save, now we can't see that. Anyway, we can able to scroll this, but we can't see that. Here, this is a sidebar color. I will change the variable to sidebar here too. If I save, now we can able to see this. Now we'll add the styles to the menu items. So with the help of this menu item, again we are going to set this none to the display style, and then we'll set the padding to 0. If I save, we can't able to see the dot here. Now we'll style the li with the help of class. So we have already added a nav link as a li, for the sublink also the li. So we'll add the class with the help of both class. So I will copy this nav link with the help of sidebar dot name link. Again I will add the comma. I will set the sublink to. With the help of this, the style will applicable for both the classes. So again I will set display flags because we are going to add to center of the screen with the help of align items center, and then width of 100%. We'll set the padding to 5 px top and bottom, right and left to 15 px. We'll set the border radius 8 px. We'll remove the text decoration to none. We'll remove the white space to no wrap, and then we'll remove the user select to none, and we'll add the margin top to 10 px. If I save, now we can able to see the styles all the sequence, and then once we over this we need to add the color change, right? So for that, again I will copy this to class because we are going to add the over to this particular classes. With the help of this, I will add the over to this, the subclass to over. We'll change the color to white. We'll set the background color to black, and then we'll set the cursor to pointer. If I save, if I over, now we can able to see the color change here. And then we'll add the styles to the icon. With the help of sidebar, I will set the I tag here with the element attribute. We'll set position relative. We'll add the font size to 22 px, and then min width of 50 px, and then line height should be 40 px. We'll set the display to inline block, and then text align to center. If I save, now we can able to see the changes here. And then now we can add the styles to this submenu. So for this, with the help of submenu, so here for the UL we are going to add the subclass called submenu. With the help of this submenu, I will add this sublink. Will set the padding to 5 px top and bottom, 45 px to right and left, and I will go on index.html and I will save here. Now we can able to see the design like submenu. Once we click this, we need to expand. Once we close this, it should be hide. So as of now, we are going to hide this. So I will set this submenu to display none. If I save, now we can't able to see the submenu. And here this icon is next to this. We need to set this into the end of this li, right? So for that, with the help of nav link, and already we have a class value of this particular icon called fa angle right. We'll add the position to absolute, and then we'll set the right of 20 px. If I save, now we can able to see the icon into the end of list. We'll add the submenu footer. So for that, again I will jump to the index.html. Inside the navbar of side menu, end of the navbar, we are going to add one more div with class of menu footer. Inside that, we'll add one more div with footer content, and then we'll add the icon with the help of class font awesome fa user circle with hyphen of O, and then we'll set size of LG, and below to this we'll add one more div with the help of span tag, username as Sharatchandar K. We'll do the line break here, and below to this we are going to add the small element and we'll mention the role called full stack developer. And then next to this div we are going to add one more I tag with the help of class. With the help of font awesome, we'll set the angle double left, and I will add one more subclass to sidebar open. If I save, now we can able to see the footer below to this logout. We need to set this footer into the end of the list, right? So we'll do the styles with the help of style.css. So with the help of menu footer, we'll set the position to fixed. If I save, now we can able to see this position to fixed, and then bottom to 0, and then left to 0. Again the width of 250 px. We'll set the cursor to pointer. We'll set the transition to all with 0.5 second with yes. If I save, now we can able to see the footer into the end of the list. So and then again we'll style this footer content with the help of class selector dot. We'll set this into the single liner with the help of display flags and align items center, justify content, space between, and then we'll set the background color with the help of variable sidebar color, and then we'll set padding inner spacing 10 px with 0. We'll add the transition to this with all and again with 0.5 second with yes. If I save, now we can able to see the profile picture, username, and then role, and we have a option to close and open this. Now we have completed the sidebar design. Now we are going to add the dashboard content. So for that again I will jump to the index.html with the help of div.home. Inside that we are going to add the header tag with the h1. We'll mention dashboard content here. If I save, now we can't able to see the dashboard content because it was present, it was in the backside of the navbar. So I will show that. If I go here, you can able to see this. It was in the backside of the navbar. We need to style this. Again, with the help of class selector home, we'll set the position to absolute, and then we'll set the left of 250 px, and then we'll set the top of 65 px. We are going to set the width of calci. We are going to do the width with 100 percentage minus already we have set this sidebar with the 250 px. So based on this we can set the width whenever we have collapsed and we have expand this, and then we'll set the background color with the variable of body color, and then we'll set the padding inner spacing should be 25 px. We'll add the transition again all 0.5 second with yes. If I save, now we can able to see the transition effect as well as the dashboard content here. Now we are going to work on this hide and show this sidebar, right? So for that we need to go to the script.js. First I will declare the declaration with the help of const. I will say the name to body with the help of document. Document is the owner of your web page. With the help of document we can able to access all the element. With the query selector body, the query selector will work based on the element name for this scenario. So the same thing we are going to add the query selector to the sidebar. So here we have already added a two navbar. If we add this, it will not take this particular navbar. So for that again with the help of class we are going to add the const. In the same const I will mention a sidebar with a document dot query selector. If it is a class, again we need to mention like dot. This will be check the class and it will get the element for us. And then whenever we click this, we need to show and hide the submenus, right? So for that, with the help of this li, we'll get the particular link with the help of dot, and then inside that we have the nav link, right? Whenever we click this, so only we can able to get that, right? So we can directly use this, but we need to change the position of this angle bracket. So only we have took this with sub. So I will mention it as a subclass here, and then I will add the declaration to the sidebar open with document dot query selector again. we'll mention as a class with the help of dot, and then we'll add the event for the sidebar open. With the help of sidebar open, we have a on click. With the help of function bracket, we'll set this alert to check this if this event is fired or not. So I will came here. If I click this, now we can able to see the alert here. With the help of this event, we are going to hide and show this. So for that, with the help of sidebar dot class list, we'll add and remove the class with the help of toggle. We'll say close. If I save it again, I will jump to here. Now we can able to check that class is adding or not. So here I will check the insert element of elements. If I click this, now we can able to see the sidebar dot close is adding and removing based on the click. So we need to add the class to style this. So again I will jump to the style.css. So now we'll add the sidebar with class of close. If this is added, we'll set the padding to 75 px with 0, and then we'll add the width of 80 px. If I save, now you can able to see this, right? Because it was in close. Now if I click, now you can able to see this. We need to style this. We'll set the sidebar again with dot close. We are going to hide all the text inside this, right? So for that, if it is a subclass, for the li we have the nav link and we have the span tag. We can directly add the nav link with span tag. Will set display to none. If I save, now you can't see that, right? If I click this, now you can able to see that. If I open and close, so based on this we can able to check, but now we can't show this too, right? Again we have added as a class, and with the sidebar close, we'll set the fa angle right to here. If I save, if I click this, now we can't see that. How cool is this, right? Once we click this, so we need to set these styles too, right? So for that, with the help of this same class itself, we are going to add the sidebar close, and we are going to add the footer content, and we'll set the fa user circle to none. If I save, if I click, now we can't see that. The same as we are going to add the content to with again sidebar close, and then dot footer content with div. If I save, if I click, now you can't able to see that, right? And then the background color should be changed. So here we'll add the transition to all 0.5 second, and yes, if I save, if I click, now you can able to see the animation effect too. Whenever we close this, we need to change the width of this too, right? So for that, again with the help of sidebar close dot menu footer, we'll add the width of 50 px, and then we'll change the left to 15 px. Again we'll add the transition to here all 0.5 second. Yes, if I save, now you can't able to see that style. If I click this, now we can't able to see that. If I go like this, we can able to see this. How cool is this, right? Now we need to work on this show and hide of submenus. So again I will jump to the script.js. Here whenever we click this, we are going to add that, right? So with the help of with sub, because we have mentioned this with as with sub dot for each, we'll check all the menus with I element. Inside this, I will add the console.log to check the menu. Now if I save, if I go here, I'm getting an error with sub.forEach is not a function. Here we have added as a query selector. We need to select all the nav links with the help of query selector all. Now you can able to get all the query selector inside this with the help of class called navlink. So here now we'll get all the menus inside this. If I go here, here we can able to see this menus with navlink. If I want to add more submenus, so we can simply copy this li and we'll paste it below to this. If I save, now we can able to see the li of both submenus. Once we click this, this will automatically open and close. We'll do that. Now we can able to see the two li here. With the help of this, we are going to add the click event to this. Inside that, we are going to add the event listener to the menu. With the help of menu.add event listener, we'll set a click event, help of function, and then we'll add the class to that menu with the help of class list dot toggle will set the class to open submenu. If I save, again I will go to this element here. If I click, now we can able to see the open submenu is adding. So whenever we click this, we need to show that submenu as well as this icon to be changed. Right. For that, again I will jump to the style.css to style this open submenu. Here, with the help of open submenu, we are going to set the submenus of all the element with submenu, and then we'll set the display to block. If I save, if now you can able to see this menu and submenu open and close. How cool is this, right? Now we need to change this icon. Instead of changing this icon, we have a option to rotate. So again with the help of open submenu, and then we'll set the FA angle right, and we'll set the transform to rotate, we'll set to 90°. If I save, again I will go here. If I click, now you can able to see this, see the angle rotation to the downster. If I uncheck this, it should be in the right hand side. If we have a requirement to add multiple submenus, we can directly copy this and I will paste it here below. If I click, now we can able to get this. If I click, now we can able to get this. As of now, we have done these things with the JavaScript. We can do this menu and submenu with a dynamic way with the help of JavaScript without the HTML. Please let me know in the comments. Now we fix this submenu and open these things. And now we are going to add this notification and then theme change. For that, again I will jump to the script.js. We'll add the declarations to the dot light. So for that, already we have added a subclass to this with the help of dot light, and with the document dot query selector with the help of class value, and then again I will jump to this HTML and I will do this for the notification to document dot query selector, and we'll add the declaration to this notification too, because we are going to set this display hide and show, right? So with the help of document dot query selector, I will add this. Now whenever we click this dot light mode, we are going to change the theme. So with the help of this dot light, so I will add the event listener with add event listener. With the help of click, we'll set the function value, and inside that we are going to set this style to the body. So for that, we have already created a declaration for the body with the help of body.classList.toggle. We are going to add the dark and then we are going to remove this. If I click this F12, now we can check if this class is adding to the body or not. With the help of this elements, your body is nothing now. If I click this, now we can able to see the class is adding. With the help of this, we are going to add the styles. This is a very simple theme changer. So here in the help of body.dark, now we'll change the class list values with the help of this declaration. So only I have added as a root, so we can reuse this. So whenever it was in the dark mode, we are going to change the body color to the black, neighbor color to light black color, and then sidebar color to light black color, and then text color to white. If I save, now you can able to see this. How cool is this, right? Whenever we click this, we can able to change the theme instantly. Whenever we click this, we need to change the notification, right? So for that, again, I will jump to the script.js. For the notification, we are going to add the on click with the function bracket. Here, we'll set the notifications dot class list dot toggle will set to open. Now again, I will add this open into the style.css. We are going to control with this with the help of style. So again here, with the help of notifications dot open, then we'll set the display block. If I save, if I click this, now we can able to see this. If I click, it will be open. If I unclick, it will be closed. If I collapse this, when I'm going to click this, but you can't able to see this properly, right? So for that, whenever we are in the collapse, we click this submenu, we need to expand this. So for that, inside this sidebar click, we are going to add this same thing. So here I will add this same with tab. Whenever we click this, and then instead of menus, add event listener, I will remove this and I will add the menu dot class list dot remove the open submenu, because whenever we click this we need to remove this, so then only we can able to visible this properly. So I will close this now. If I click this, now still it is not open because inside this we are going to add this sideboard with class list dot remove. We'll set the close. If I save, if I click this, if I close this, it will be closed. Open this, we can able to see the menus fully. Whenever we close this, it will be automatically collapsed. If I click this, we can able to see that. And then now whenever we click this dashboard content to be here, right? So for that again we'll add the styles to this. Whenever we close this, we'll set the home, we'll change the calculation from left to 78px. We'll set the width calculation 100 percentage minus 78px because we have set this with a 78px for the sidebar, right? So if I save, now you can able to see the dashboard content next to the sidebar. If I open this, you can able to see this. If I close this, it will be next to this. Now we can able to change this rotation of this double bar too, right? So again, with the help of sidebar close, we'll add the styles to that font awesome angle, double left, we'll change the transform, rotate 180 degree because we need to change this to the opposite direction. So if I click this, we can able to change this. If I click this, it should be opposite direction. This should be indicate we need to open. This should be indicate this should be close. And here we can able to see this and we can able to open and close the notification too. Whenever it would be in the tablet view, we should be completely hide this, right? So for that, with the help of media query, we'll achieve that. I will add the media query with the screen and maximum width of 768px, and then sidebar close should be left minus 100 percentage. If I save, if I open this, now we can able to see this fully. If I close this, now you can't able to see this. So again we'll set this sidebar close to the menu footer to minus 100 percentage, and then we'll set the sidebar dot close to the home left 0px. If I save, now you can able to see this, but here we don't have the option to open the sidebar, right, for the tablet view. So for that, what I will do, I will add one more event listener to the logo. With the help of class logo here, I will jump to the script.js. With the help of document dot query selector, will add the dot logo, and I will copy this sidebar, click open entirely, and I will set this to directly to the logo. If I save, if you click this logo, you can able to expand and collapse this menu. Here also we have a option to expand and collapse the menu. We have an option to change the theme, and we can able to open this. If you go to the laptop normal view, if we click this, we can show only the icons. We have a option to open this again. Finally, we have completed this responsive animated site navigation bar using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. I hope this video will be helpful for you. Please like and share this video and also subscribe to my channel Sharat Chandar K to watch more like this one. Now I want to hear from you. If you have any questions or what JavaScript topics do you want us to cover in future videos, drop your suggestions in the comments below. If you are interested in JavaScript projects like this, I have already created and added a playlist link in the description. Please do check it out. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, keep coding and keep learning. See you in the next video. Happy coding. Bye for now. Have a nice day.